Hello everybody! This week I'm dog sitting again. What does dog sitting mean? Well, it is to take care of a dog whilst the owners are away. This is Ziggy, by the way. Say hi! And it's like babysitting, which is looking after a baby when the parents are out. So I thought, why not prepare a comprehensible input video of me and Ziggy as we spend time together. And let me know, do you have a pet? If so, tell me about them in the comments below. You see, growing up, I always had cats. I had like 4 or 5 different cats whilst growing up. But I also had a dog. And my dog was called Stella, like the dog from Modern Family. And she was a golden retriever. And I had to really persuade and convince my parents to get her for years. But finally, I managed to talk them into it. Talk someone into something means convince them. Unfortunately, Stella, my dog, she passed away 10 years ago now. We had to put her down, which means to sacrifice her because she was very, very sick. But rest in peace, R.I.P. I'll cherish the memories that I have with her forever, and she was amazing. Here's a photo. Oh, by the way, notice that Ziggy just barked. And she does this when she sees birds flying outside, and she'll randomly start barking. And by the way, if you want to describe someone as completely crazy, you can say they are barking mad. What's up, Ziggy? What's wrong? Hey? Now you can see that she is wagging her tail and she's sniffing my tripod and looking outside, out onto the balcony. And usually she does this and then she will start to bark again. And right now, she's just been stretching. As you can see, Ziggy is very, very affectionate. She's very loving. And she's a bit needy, meaning that she's very dependent. And she always wants more and more love and affection. Right now, for example, I am stroking her. I'm stroking her. But in American English, they would use the verb pet. They would say, I am petting her. But in British English, we say stroke. Over here, we can see her bed. She's got a little toy and a blanket. But to be honest, we've been spoiling her a lot. And in the end, she's been staying here on the sofa bed with us, which is why everything is a little bit of a mess. Come on, Ziggy. Come on, Ziggy. Let's play. Let's play. Woo! 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 You see, she enjoys playing as well. Look at how her tail is wagging. That's usually a sign that she's happy. You see, now she wants more. That wasn't enough. She wants to keep playing. Now, let me tell you a little bit about her story. She was adopted a couple of years ago from a dog shelter because, sadly, unfortunately, she must have had a very traumatic upbringing because she was abandoned a couple of times, and then my good friends decided to fly to Turkey to go visit her at the dog shelter and then pick her up and bring her back to Brussels. And yeah, I feel sorry for her as a result, but look at her now, seeing how much she's spoilt after having such a horrible upbringing. So that's why she needs all the love she can get. And I'll leave a link in the video description for the place where they picked Ziggy up from, in case any of you are looking into adopting any lovely dogs that are in need of a little bit of loving. You know what they say, a dog is a man's best friend, and they're a great way of cheering you up. Here we have a couple of bowls. The one on the left is where we put her food, and the one on the right is where we put her water. Unfortunately, it's not dinner time yet, so she'll have to be patient. But she has been a very good girl, so I'm gonna give her a treat. Yeah, Ziggy, you want a treat, don't you? Of course you do. Yeah! All right, Ziggy, sit. Good girl. Wait. Here you go. And by the way, this is called a collar. And dog's hair, well, we don't really call it hair. We actually use the word fur. So she has lovely, soft, white fur. And these, her feet, we don't really say feet. We say paws. These are her paws. And many very hairy, very furry dogs tend to molt. And molting is the process where they shed fur. Their fur falls off. So in the end, your t-shirt ends up being covered in fur, covered in dog hair. It seems to have stopped raining. It was spitting. It was drizzling earlier. So, Ziggy, should we go out for a walk? It seems she's getting a little bit restless, so we might have to take her out for a walk. Ziggy, should we go for a walk? Yeah? Should we go for a walk? Let's go. Come on, let's go. Okay, I've got my coat and my trainers on. Now it's time to get her sorted. This is a harness. I'm putting on her harness. And this is her lead. In British English, we say lead, and in American English, they say leash. So I'm just going to connect it to her harness. And notice that here I have some little bin bags, some poo bags for when she does her necessities, let's say. Let's go, Ziggy! Now I'm going to take her out for a walk. We could just say, I'm going to take her out. Now she's free, she's walking, but as I said, I have kept her on the lead because given that I'm dog sitting, I don't want to let her off the lead. A little bit of vocabulary. There you can see a zebra crossing or a crosswalk in American English. And here we have lots of roadworks. Lovely. And over there, that is a puddle. Hopefully, Ziggy is not going to jump into the puddle and get soaking wet. But what she does like is just stopping and sniffing things. As you can see, judging by my hair, it's a bit windy, it's a bit blustery, it's a bit cold. Now, finally, we are entering her happy place. The park. With lots of furry friends as well. You see, living in a city centre and a flat, it's not ideal for having a dog unless you have lots of nice parks around you, so you can take your dog out for a walk 2-3 times a day. And look how happy she looks, sniffing all of these plants, looking around all this greenery. Like I said, a park is a dog's happy place. Now we are exiting the park, we are leaving the park, and it is time to head home. Head, by the way, is used to say, go. Let's head home, let's go home. Let's head out, let's go out. Okay, now we're back home. Hopefully she's tired now, so I can get back to my classes and not teach like I was this morning. Here's a picture. As you can see, I was sitting on the sofa whilst teaching a class and stroking her because she's a good girl. And by the way, if you'd like to join any of my classes, I'll leave a link in the description. Thanks a lot for watching and see you next time. Bye!